There we go. Alright guys, so I tried to look on YouTube and I did not see any video on how to do spark plugs on a CBR1000RR. So let's go ahead and do one. And this is what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna show you. Really, it's not that hard. The only thing that I can give you, it's just take your time, be patient, because if you never done it before, it's gonna take a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright then, let's see. So in order to change your spark plugs, you don't have to change the you don't have to take all the fairings out of the bike. I'm just doing some extra work on it, so I went ahead and removed them all. The only thing you're gonna need to remove is the gas tank. And these are some of the tools that you're gonna need. Some pliers, got some screwdrivers, the spark plug tools. Gonna need some what is the antifreeze grease, I guess. Oh yeah, this is the antifreeze lubricant for the spark plugs. Always gotta keep that. Something very important about spark plugs on a motorcycle is you're supposed to change that every, I believe according to Honda, it's every 10 or 12,000 miles on it. So let's see, we got 4 bolts. You got one here, which I already took. Well, before we get to that, when you remove the seat, to remove the seat, you got the bolt back here. You got the little plastic that covers here, it's already gone. Got the little bolt here. Got the bolt on this side, and then we just slide the seat out. Let's put the seat back here, get it out of the way. You got 2 bolts over here. 1, 2. That is to remove the gas tank cover. You got 3, and then you got the one on this side. Once you remove those 4 bolts, should be able to come out just like that. It's a little harder to try to work with one hand, and you might be wondering what is that wire hanging out there. You will see here in a minute. There we go. So we got the tank cover. Gonna remove it. We got the gas tank. So a lot of people, to make it a little easier, they remove the whole gas tank. It's gonna be a little harder. So what we do, gonna use a little cable, gonna pick it up. Let's go ahead and put it back here, and I'll hold it in place right there. Next thing, we got this little heat cover. So you can see it's has little straps that hold it in place. Remove those. Got the ones on the other side. Alright, we do want to remove this one completely so we can work a little more freely. So this is where we got the airbox. We got 1, 2. Where's the other ones? We got 3, 4 right there. Got another one there. 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. So we need to get those out. Once you remove the screws back here, we wanna disconnect this one here so we can have a little more freedom. There we go. So we disconnect that one so we can move a little more freely out here. We got that little hose back here too. That one, it's a gas hose. You might want to be careful with that one. So whenever you pull it out, it's gonna have some gas on it, so don't worry about it. That's just perfectly normal. You're gonna spill some gas, but it's just gonna be a little bit, so make sure you wipe that out. And this one, most of the time, it has this little nut right there. You gotta loosen that up. You see this little brown thing, or blue, I guess, this one, and then it just snaps. It comes out right away. Once you do those, you're gonna be able to pull the air box out, and then make sure you pull that out here on this side. You see, just like that. Oh, we got some gas coming out. I hate that. And then let's try to wiggle it around a little bit. It's so hard to try to work with one hand. I don't have my helper today, so all right, try to do it like this. You see the way that I pull it out? That's gonna be easier. I think I just spilled some gasoline. Yeah, we got one of the guys out there. They're ready to ride. Not me, not today. So make sure you wipe the gas back here. Got some more back on this side. There goes wheel. And there's a naked man right there. Anyway. And that's the neighbor. How are you? I just did. Yeah, you too. So we went ahead and wiped everything out. So we got the air box, and this is actually where the air filter goes in. I just took it out, but that's where the air filter goes, and it has 2 bolts to remove out. This and this here. You know what? I forgot to put it back in so you could see it, but that's where the air filter goes. And if you're getting a high performance filter, that's where you want to have it at. And you know what? Oh my God, I forgot. Before we removed this box here, we got these connectors here. You got to remove those in order to remove the box cover from it. And these are the connectors. That's it. Not a big deal. You got the other one here. That's the one that was coming out of the bike. So now that we removed that, we got a couple bolts here. We got one here, 2, the other one, 3, 4, and 5. Once you remove those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts, you got another one back here, screws, I'm sorry. Once you remove those, you got another connector down here. You see? So we're just gonna get underneath here. There you go. Because that is connected to the box. After you remove that, we're gonna pull it up a little, and we got more to remove. We got a hose. You can see the hose back here. That hose is connected here, so you can see it. So make sure you remove that, and then you have this other hose. So you can actually just get a screwdriver, push it down, or pull it up if you want to. Oh, you know what? And as you can see down here as well, my God, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to remove here. We got the air ducts, I guess, what you call them. You see this here? We gotta remove this. There you go. It's coming up. There you go. This is the part that comes from this side, as you can see right there, and it's tied up to the airbox. So we want to remove this. You want to remove the one on this side as well, and they just snap out of there easily, just like that. There you go. So you remove that one, this side. Let's put it down. Now you got that one there, and it should be able to come out if you just push it down. There you go. That easy. Now be careful trying to pick this up, and oh, I forgot, there's still another one. If you see it back here, it should be this one here. You know what, I don't think there's a need to disconnect that one. What I did, I just did the same thing as the other side. You see, pick it up like that. There you go. Be very careful with that. So we pull the bottom part one side and the top to the other side. Now we have access to the carburetors, and the spark plugs are down here. This here is just a little plastic cover. Look, you see? And don't worry about this cable. This is the one that I use for wiring halos and stuff on the bike, so that has nothing to do with what we're doing here. So we remove this here. You know what? It's always a good idea to finish removing this one here. Go ahead and place it out here if you want to. That way we have more access to removing this plastic. Let's do it this side. And there you go. That's where the spark plugs go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the way to go. So try to remove that out of the way. Okay. Let's see. So now that I disconnected the plugs, so you can see right there, they've been disconnected. We got that one right there, it's been disconnected. That one on the back has been disconnected, and this one here. So now that we got them disconnected, just kind of like twist them around a little bit just to loosen them up, and then they just come up right off. As you can see back here, let's try to do the one in the middle. That'll be a little easier. So we can try to pull that out, and there we go. That's the coilover. So we want to put that on the side. And you know what? That coilover is kind of nasty, really. Huh? You see that? That's rust. No, it's just dust. But it's still, it's always a good idea to clean them up. So I would recommend get you some brake cleaner or a carb cleaner. Go ahead and clean them up, because yeah, they're nasty. Get that one in there. Now to get the spark plug out, let's see, got the hole. This is what you need to do. Get yourself the spark plug tool. Get yourself 2 swivels, just like that. Put them together so you can have a good, you see, so you can put it in there, and then at the end you got that one coming out, so you can go and then put that in there. Make sure you grab the spark plug pretty good, and there you go. You can go ahead and take it out. And it's the same process with all 4 of them, and but that's the way to bring them out. Try to get you one of the 2 swivels, hook them up on the spark plug, and the spark plug too, and then you can go ahead and pull them out with no problem. Alright, let's go ahead and pull them out and I'll show you a little bit more. There was one thing that I forgot to mention. If it's the first, well, you know you're supposed to change the spark plugs every couple thousand miles, okay? So you don't do it that often. It is always a good idea. I have an air compressor. It's all the way inside the house. It's always a good idea to blow pretty much all the dust and the dirt that you might have in there. So just do it like this. V1. Now you do the same thing with the other ones. After you get done, you do the carbs. You see all that dust coming? Like I said, if you have a some carb cleaner, go ahead and clean everything up in there just to make sure you leave everything clean. So if you don't have an air compressor, in my case I do have one. If you don't have one, you can try to get one of those little air cans. You can just spray it, and that should be able to just to clean it up before you change the spark plugs, okay? So let's get those spark plugs out. Alright, so pull the first spark plug in it, and it came with Denso. Let's see if we could see it in there. Man, it's not. Let's see. Nope, it's hard to see it. Anyway, so I got a NG case. Let's try to put that back in there. Always make sure, like I said, put my phone on the side so I can try to work on it. There we go. So we got to make sure we always put the anti-seize lubricant on the spark plugs. That way they won't be stuck in there. There you go. Let's put some on the side here, because they like to get stuck in there. Alright, that should be good. Let's go to the next one. Try to see if you got a toothbrush, an old toothbrush, and some throttle body air intake cleaner, and try to see if you can wipe that out. Look, it's coming out nicely. Beautiful. See if you can scrape that out. Anyway, like I said, it's hard to do it with both hands, with one hand, but try to see if you can clean them up like that. Make sure they come up clean, and then you should be okay. And then you can go ahead and put it back on. Okay, so I cleaned it up a little bit. A lot of the rust came off, but yeah, you can see there's still a little bit in there. Most of it's because of moisture that gets in there. Kind of sucks, but so what you do to prevent this, get some of that electric tune-up grease. You can rub it all around it. Make sure you put down here too, because that's where the other side of the spark plug is going to go into. So make sure you put all over, and it won't get stuck the next time. Try to see if you can put some in here too, just to make sure. Okay. Okay, so just finished putting the plugs in. As you can see down there, put the plugs and the spark plugs in. Now we are good. The only thing we're gonna do now is just gonna use the air compressor, blow some air, clean it up. If you get a chance, try to see if you can clean up the carburetors, or the not the carburetors, but the throttle bodies. That would be actually really good if you can clean those up. Other than that, that's pretty much what it is. If you have a question, let me know. I did it outside. It was a really nice day today. Got a little hot though, but it wasn't too bad. Just to prove it that you don't actually need a big shop to do this kind of stuff. So it's a little intense. If you're gonna change the spark plugs on your bike, just make sure you are patient. You got the time, and the tools that you're gonna need is pretty much screwdrivers, pliers, the spark plug tool. What else do you need? Pretty much that it. So it's pretty doable, unless you want to take it to a shop and they're gonna charge you $150 for it. Probably $200 for it, because the spark plugs run about 50 bucks for the four. Like I said, I put NGK, and yeah, they were about 50 bucks, and I bought them on eBay, $45.95. That's what it was. Anyway, so we're gonna repeat the whole process back again, putting everything together, and that should do it. If you got any questions, shoot me an email or put it on the comments, and I should be able to answer back and let you know what's going on with that. Alrighty guys.